Well, they contacted us, but I didn't feel ready. There was something inside, and even the thought of it made me nervous.
Oh, sweet, gentle breeze, you remind.
A voice shaped by theater, not algorithms. Long before Lucy stepped into the national spotlight, her musical preferences revealed a deep artistic soul. Unlike many of her peers drawn to trending hits, Lucy gravitated toward theatrical ballads, classical melodies, and powerful vocal legends. This early influence shaped a unique tone, cinematic, controlled, and full of emotional nuance. Her journey wasn't built on flashy uploads or social media dances. It was rehearsed in bedrooms, honed in lessons, and supported by a community that believed in something slower and stronger. In a town not known for music stardom, Lucy built her identity brick by brick. The quiet nature of her surroundings gave her space to grow without distraction. And while the world chased clicks, Lucy chased connection. That distinction became her quiet strength, and when the world finally heard her, it wasn't noise they found. It was clarity. The Voice Kids UK, a turning point without a trophy. In 2018, Lucy Thomas took a bold step into the national spotlight through The Voice Kids UK. At just 14 years old, she didn't just audition, she captivated. Her performance stunned the judges, not just for its technical skill, but for its emotional maturity. Reaching the semifinals was no small feat, yet it wasn't the ranking that made headlines. It was her voice, crystal clear, unwavering, and far beyond her years. The nation took notice, and so did the music industry. Lucy may not have claimed the winner's title, but she walked away with something arguably more valuable: credibility. Her appearance became a defining moment, not because of stage lights, but because it proved she could stand among the best and still sound original. For a girl from Wigan, that moment turned dreams into plans, and plans into the next big move. Cavendish Records and the power of belief. Shortly after her breakout on The Voice Kids UK, Lucy signed with Cavendish Records, a label known for backing artists with serious potential, not fleeting trends. This wasn't just a contract, it was a signal that industry professionals saw in her more than just a television moment. She wasn't being rushed into bubblegum pop. Instead, Cavendish helped build the right artistic foundation: studio time, orchestral arrangements, and seasoned vocal coaching. The partnership respected her musical identity and amplified it. Importantly, Lucy didn't trade her humble beginnings for artificial glamour. She remained grounded, focused, and determined to let the music speak. Cavendish gave her the tools, but Lucy brought the heart. The result? A studio debut that reflected discipline, not pressure. And as fans would soon learn, this was just the beginning of a trilogy that would elevate her voice to a global stage. A trilogy of talent, premiere Encore Timeless. In February 2019, Lucy released her first album, Premiere. Just a year later came Encore, and then in 2021, her most acclaimed project to date, Timeless. Each album was a clear evolution, showcasing not only her maturing voice but also her refined taste in repertoire. These weren't trend-chasing releases. Instead, they featured cinematic ballads, classical crossovers, and deeply emotional interpretations. Her rendition of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah became a digital hit, spreading her voice across continents. What made this trilogy so compelling was its strategy. Lucy wasn't flooding the market, she was curating her legacy. Every album reflected careful choices, intentional packing, and a refusal to compromise on quality. In an era of one-hit wonders and digital burnout, Lucy's trilogy proved that patience, paired with power, can still make waves. And while the album spoke volumes, it was the online reaction that hinted at something even greater brewing. The digital stage, YouTube, and global discovery. As Lucy's albums found loyal listeners, something else began unfolding online. Her YouTube presence, marked by high-quality videos and pristine performances, began attracting international attention. Viewers from across the globe left emotional comments, stunned by the richness of her tone and the honesty in her delivery. Unlike many young stars who chase virality, Lucy let her music grow organically. There were no gimmicks, just a consistent offering of quality. Her calm presence and vocal control became her brand. Fans shared her videos like treasured secrets. Slowly, views turned into millions. In a world of fast scrolling, Lucy's videos made people stop, listen, and feel. She didn't chase the spotlight adjusted to find her. And in doing so, Lucy Thomas became more than a UK talent. She became a quiet international phenomenon. The pressure behind the poise. Behind every polished performance was a young woman balancing fame with normalcy. Lucy was still a teenager, navigating high school, personal growth, and a budding career all at once. Unlike child stars thrust into drama or scandal, Lucy maintained a sense of calm both in public and in her work. Her voice, however, required constant care. Young vocalists face challenges beyond rehearsals, managing their instrument through puberty, stress, and demanding schedules. Between 2019 and 2021, she released 3 full albums, an impressive feat, but also one that required resilience. There was also the personal side. How much to share, how much to hold back. Lucy chose privacy. No loud headlines, no romantic speculation, no behind-the-scenes theatrics. It wasn't silence out of fear, it was strength through focus. And that quiet strength became central to how she was perceived, poised, professional, and unshaken. Artistic crossroads covers V's originality. As Lucy's fan base expanded, questions naturally followed. Would she remain a cover artist, celebrated for reimagining classics? Or would she pivot toward original music and risk shaking the foundation she'd built? It's a question many rising talents face. Evolve and possibly lose your base, or stay consistent and risk stagnation. For Lucy, this decision held even more weight. Her identity had been carefully crafted through interpretation, not experimentation. Yet fans remain curious. What would a Lucy Thomas original sound like? With her vocal depth and emotional maturity, many believe she has the ability to craft deeply personal work. But timing matters. For now, she remains true to her roots, refining her signature sound. Whether she moves towards songwriting or stays within classical pop interpretations, one thing is clear: every move is measured. And that patience may be her greatest asset yet. Return to the stage. Lucy in live theater. In 2024, Lucy made a notable return to live performance, this time embracing the world of theater. It was a natural extension of her musical roots, rooted in dramatic storytelling and vocal clarity. Live theater demanded a different kind of stamina, presence, timing, and the ability to connect in real time. And Lucy delivered. Her performances were met with praise, not just from fans but from critics who noted her ability to transition from studio precision to stage magic. For someone who had carefully avoided media chaos, stepping into theater was bold. But it wasn't a reinvention, it was a return. The theatrical stage allowed her to fuse all she'd learned over the years: vocal technique, emotional control, and pure storytelling. This move not only reintroduced her to audiences, it reminded them of the depth she continues to explore. Lucy didn't just perform, she embodied the music. The next chapter, Whisper or Roar. Today, Lucy Thomas stands at a curious crossroads. She's proven herself across television, studio albums, digital platforms, and live theater. Yet mystery surrounds her next move. Will she surprise fans with an original album, transition fully into acting, or quietly continue her artistic evolution without fanfare? Her silence fuels speculation, but also admiration. In an era where every move is documented and dissected, Lucy chooses intention over impulse. Maybe her journey isn't about volume but resonance. Her voice may not be in every headline, but it lingers in the hearts of those who hear it. And perhaps that's the real legacy, less about loud impact and more about lasting echo. As her audience waits, one thing remains certain: Lucy Thomas didn't just sing, she created a presence. And that presence, quiet or loud, will continue to be felt.